Hello, one more time I greet you and welcome you one and all to another program. In fact, the busiest 30 minutes on TV. It's called Homo Politicus and reaching you from Enterprise TV here in Lagos. We tackle issues thrown up by our country. Today, Defense Headquarters declares Simon Ekpa and 96 others wanted. You know, it's becoming increasingly embarrassing that banditry and kidnapping are looking like out-of-control crimes in our country, and to think that from north to south, east to west, government has criminalized these crimes to the point of making them capital offenses. Yet, one blight on it all is that not one kidnapper or bandit is nailed or made to answer for his or her crime against the state. The Nigerian Defense Academy the Defense Headquarters, I should say, has declared that no fewer than 97 people are wanted. These people of interest include terrorists and insurgents, amongst others who are behind violent crimes in the country. Of interest is the self-styled factional leader of the proscribed independent people of Biafra, Ipob'S, Simon Ekpa. Director, Defense Media Operations, Major General Edward Buba, released the names and pictures of those declared wanted on Friday, March 22nd, 2024. The IPOB has faulted the government for declaring its head of directorate, Chika Edoziem, wanted, alongside other criminals. Are we in a quandary of sorts? Shall we have a discussion? My two discussants are here, so let's meet and greet them. Evans Ufeli is a constitutional attorney. He is also a political commentator. Evans, welcome one more time.
Thank you, sir.
We have Emeka Madonagu. Emeka is a journalist and a public affairs analyst. Emeka, welcome.
Good to be here.
Good. Gentlemen, 97 people, including the star, is he a star boy, Simon Ekpa, have been declared wanted. Familiar refrain, you would say?
Well, to start this off, let's correct that it is indigenous people of, not independent people.
Okay, indigenous people of Biafra. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
These persons have been declared, 96 of them wanted for varying crimes, a border on terrorism, on kidnapping, and so much insurgency and all that. We know that for the past 12 years in our country, we have battled with the new crimes. The two prominent crimes on board were not in our law books up until 2009. Yes, they were not even offenses, meaning that they were never in discourse. We don't know those issues. We saw them in the movies and all that. All of a sudden, it invaded us.
You don't think they were coming home?
Yeah, they were never taught. So if we had envisaged them, we would have had them in our law books before their arrival.
Okay.
We did not. So it means that it's an offense that invaded us overnight, more like the thief coming in the night to steal and to destroy. These persons, their declaration is the way to go, okay? But I have my reservations for some of them, especially one of them there, Samuel Ekpa. I don't know on the basis of, on the ground upon which that declaration was made. But declaring people wanted does not absolutely mean that they have been convicted. Yes. They are declared wanted.
Simply suspects.
Yes, they are suspects. They are declared wanted so that when they are apprehended, they will be prosecuted. And that will not insulate the federal government from coming to court with evidence as to the allegations against them. And the court will rely on the evidence the federal government have to inculpate each and every one of them if they are found anywhere within the space or arrested. Yes. Now, to take this further, I think that the federal government is gradually waking up to its responsibility. Not the same last week, some of the financiers of insurgency were named after a long time. Okay, they have been named, but what is not...
Even when the UAE had come out with the list.
Yes, before now.
2021, yeah.
Yes, so in the two cases under reference, declaration of this 96 and naming of the financier of Boko Haram, the two cases under reference, what we have not seen from the federal government is the willingness to prosecute them. You see, because naming and declaration is not enough. It will not stand as punitive or deterrent to anybody once you just name people or declare them wanted. So the federal government should take this an inch higher, okay, by, within the next 3 months, let's see prosecution from whichever one. This 96 declare wanted, any of them caught should be prosecuted immediately. The ones fingered already should be prosecuted immediately. This is the only way that at least the international community and the Nigerian society will believe in the fight against criminality in the country.
Yeah. Emeka, at a time like this, you are wondering what the man on the street could do when government declares certain people wanted,
Yeah, the man on the street will just, of course, be naturally expected to provide useful information if he has any. Yeah, so, and then to also assist, if you say anything, if you see something, say something. Yes, but I was wondering why he had to be...
But sorry, Nigerians do not feel confident volunteering information. Don't you think this is...
Yeah, because the level of compromise, in the security establishment is really mind-boggling, and nobody will want to risk their lives providing information, whether useful or useless. Now, again, I remember I recently called for extending the whistleblower policy to criminal matters, as such that, it will not just be a random thing. If you declare this set of people wanted, you attach a reward. You declare that set wanted, you don't attach a reward. Let the policy be reviewed holistically so that you attach a reward that if somebody is declared wanted for a heinous crime, then you attach a reward to it. That will encourage people to come forward and provide information. And also that will engender in the citizens a sense of responsibility that we are part of the Nigerian project. We are stakeholders. We should contribute our quota strongly to help in dealing with criminality in the country. Yeah, but I actually wondered why it had to be the defense headquarters declaring them wanted. Because ordinarily one would have thought it would be the office of the Attorney General of the Federation, the Minister of Justice, to deal with that. But to that extent.
Or on the outside, the police.
The police, yes. So, because the defense headquarters cannot prosecute civilians, I thought maybe I needed to mention that. Unless maybe prosecuting them for maybe crimes that have to do with maybe mutiny in the military or coup or something like that.
Court-martial.
A court-martial.
It has to be military.
Yes. So, but these persons were not declared wanted. I didn't see anything that had to do with the court-martial.
They will hand over to police.
So, now what I'm saying is this. In our usual attitude of complicating simple matters, we have started with the defense headquarters. Even if you haul the 97 of them...
So we must go the whole hog.
I think we should have started properly with the police. The police. Then, from
Are you saying government does not know this, or you think this is deliberate?
It's our usual casual attitude in Nigeria. It's an unfortunate thing. Official incompetence.
Sometimes you wonder if it is true that in Nigeria they can make a mess of boiling a 5-minute egg.
Yeah, one problem we have in Nigeria.
They can decide to roast it.
Yes. One problem we've had in Nigeria for years is that, especially in this First Republic, is the refusal of security agencies to cooperate, to work together. It exists as we speak. So you find out the police will say one thing about the suspect, then the military, look at what the IG's office was telling a court the other day, that military men came and took away a suspect forcefully from police custody, which is not proper. So at the end of the day, you now wonder, why, how can kidnappers, terrorists...
Where is this coming from?
Yeah, how can they operate freely? Yes, because the security agencies, in the security establishment, everybody wants to shine as a star. Unlike in football, where you see, set pieces, you see, people setting balls for the other person to score. But everybody wants to score. Everybody wants to be a star. Even when they lack maybe the tactical competence,
capacity,
or strategic capability to take on such issues. For instance, look at what is happening in Delta. What happened in Delta? Now the chairman of the Police Service Commission is saying that the commissioners of police who lost their men should actually be removed for incompetence. Because how would you send policemen on such a mission knowing how deadly the adversary is? You didn't do, from facts, imagine, is I say the police didn't do proper reconnaissance. They didn't ask for support from the DSS, from the military. So how do you just expect to just send 6 policemen to go and confront people who have been declared as the fourth, who were declared as some years ago as the fourth deadliest terror group in the world? You're just sending policemen as if you're going to arrest
6 of them.
6 of them. See, you're not sending policemen as if you are going to just arrest one,
primary school children,
or maybe one Yahoo boy. So because Yahoo boys also have levels. There are those you can't just barge into their homes like that. They will resist you very firmly.
You'll call the IG.
Yeah, things like that. So I think it's not good for the country. I mean, this is the digital age. It's just very simple for somebody somewhere to just, go on Google or make some calls and find out, is this the proper agency to declare these people wanted? If it's not the proper agency, then what is going on? Why are these people not collaborating? So I hope they will rectify that misnomer.
All right.
Because it doesn't speak well about our security establishment.
Okay. Evans, Barrister Ufili, I hear that wanted persons have rights as enshrined in Section 36(5) of the 1999 Constitution.
Yeah, what that means is that they are presumed innocent until the contrary is proven. Having been declared like this, some of them can come out and submit themselves to the authorities that declared them wanted, to know the reason behind that. But in most cases, you don't see them. They would rather be running away and all that. Otherwise, every suspect, that's what the Constitution says. The Constitution uses the word every suspect. These are suspects. So they fall in that category of every suspect. Is presumed innocent until the contrary is proven. But sometimes in our clan, what we do is that we treat suspects as criminals on the basis of allegation. All over, when you go to ESC, the same thing.
I hear there's a little something I want to clear here. I hear, whereas in our country, you go to court to prove your innocence. In China, you go to court to prove you go to court and government wants to prove your guilt. I don't know if you understand what I mean.
Yes, there in some jurisdiction. You go to court to disprove the allegation or whatever allegations they have against you and all that, because you are presumed innocent. In some jurisdiction, you are presumed guilty until you prove your innocence. Here, you are presumed innocent until you prove your
guilt.
You understand? So that is how it is. It depends on the jurisdiction under reference.
Okay.
I know in the UK, tax is the only thing where you are presumed guilty.
If you default.
Yeah, because in the UK, they say 2 things are permanent in the world. 2 things are permanent, life and tax. So they put tax at the category of life and living. So it's that serious. So under the Nigerian law,
you can't evade tax there.
You can evade it, but the penalty is
you must
cautious.
pay.
Yes. The penalty, it includes a term of imprisonment, terms of imprisonment. So here, you are presumed innocent until the contrary is proven. The reason is that allegations anybody can say you have done this or done that or done this, especially in environments where you don't have very strong forensic backup to investigation. Anybody can say that, okay? In places where they have serious forensic backup, by the time they are speaking from the root of scientific discovery. So they now want you, your word against scientific discovery. But in this place, it's not like that. So they have to give you the benefit of the doubt to prove whether you actually did not commit the offense you are accused of. Yes.
Emeka, hear this. You know, the IPOB has not government on account of the declaration of Chika Edoziem, and of course, the funny guy, Simon Ekpa. But my take is this: if government wanted Simon Ekpa in the trap, it could have done what was done in the case of Nnamdi Kanu. And IPOB is heading to court on account of Chika Edoziem.
Well, it's a very interesting scenario. One, Simon Ekpa is the citizen of another country. And declaring the citizen of another country, bona fide citizen of another country wanted, is not as straightforward as that. Because Finland has come out to say it has arrested Simon Ekpa, interrogated him based on petitions from Nigerians, and has not found him to have done any of this, to have, to be culpable for any of the things he has been accused of.
Are you persuaded?
It's not about my persuasion, it's about the law.
Okay.
It's about the law.
The law over there.
Yes, the law over there. It's about the law. We can claim anything here, but the law over there says that he is within his rights to advocate certain things, insofar as certain conditions are not breached.
Emeka, that was before he was officially declared wanted. Now he is declared wanted.
Why was he declared wanted? Over what? Over offenses that Finland says he's not guilty of. So you would expect Finland to give him more.
He's also a citizen of Nigeria.
He's also, yes, but the point is that in
his
this instance,
present location.
in this instance, he lives in Finland.
Are we in a quandary here?
No, well, I was going to what you said about Nnamdi Kanu. That of Nnamdi Kanu was just an accidental development. It was a rendition, which is illegal in international law.
Yeah, the Supreme
That
Court
is still a matter, which the judicial authorities have been trying to regulate. And for, certain persons have advised the federal government to just find a way, negotiate Nnamdi Kanu's release, so that episode can be pushed away.
I hear people are talking about a political solution to it.
No, you see, this whole issue of declaring Simon Ekpa wanted, to me, is just a waste of time. One, in another sense, it might also be part of a game plan towards Nnamdi Kanu's release. Because for the first time, the DSS allowed Nnamdi Kanu to speak directly to the media. Directly. I mean, there was no hindrance.
Yes.
And you heard the things he said, even though some people try to misinterpret it. I said there are different dimensions of communication. Some people are saying because he said that who can
question his order.
What I say.
He was being
they thought
insolent.
maybe he was being. I told them he was addressing. There was a specific audience he was addressing, and he spoke to them in the language they would understand.
Okay.
Yes. So I don't believe he was talking to governors and all, because these are the people trying to facilitate his release. He was talking to those people who have remained recalcitrant.
The hoodlums that
Yes.
are
And let me tell you,
And perhaps include Simon Ekpa
no, by extension.
by extension.
By extension. So I'm tempted to suspect that the Grand Simon Ekpa is part of a deal, to walk Nnamdi Kanu towards freedom. So that, okay, these are negotiated terms. all right, we'll withdraw your charges. But fine, we are going to declare Simon Ekpa wanted. Hqtrs, even though Hqtrs is believed to be on Nnamdi Kanu's side, because they call him head of Directorate of State, but so that it doesn't look like a one-sided thing. You touch here, you touch here. Okay, declare Simon Ekpa wanted. Declare, one of Nnamdi Kanu's lieutenants wanted. But gradually, as things evolve,
then
remove Hqtrs' name.
You still what they call a middle course.
Yes. So you do it in a very nice way, such that at the end of the day, okay, look at Emapaf was not declared wanted, and is a spokesperson for the group. So when you look at all these things,
the court also recently denied Nnamdi Kanu bail. The bail application that was filed by his counsel, I had thought that because the federal government has spoken, the Supreme Court has spoken extensively on the fact that the extraordinary rendition was bad, was wrong and illegal, and then while he was enjoying his bail, the federal government going to invade his house, kill his family members, was an irresponsible act of the federal government. I thought that with these two expressions, and then asking the federal court to start the case de novo, I felt that a fresh application for bail would have been granted. That's what because when the higher courts have condemned the act of, the federal government itself, it's only wise that the state government, you're sitting as a judge there, you should have granted him bail. But I think that what the lawyers should do is to take it to the Court of Appeal, that bail application, because the Court of Appeal, you remember they are the one that passed all the charges before the federal government went to the Supreme Court. So take that bail application again up there. Let's see how it goes. If the federal government is serious about this case,
that's what I'm thinking may be part of the deal.
Okay.
Because the Tinubu administration, some people in the north have threatened the Tinubu administration that if you release Nnamdi Kanu and so and so, but heavens will not fall. But maybe the Tinubu administration is trying to play very smart. That okay, go to the appeal court. And maybe to the Supreme Court, get this bill sorted out. Yeah. And then we can now work out.
But you know that there's a new work in the hand of Kanu now. A new work in his hand.
Yeah.
The work of
gentlemen,
fishing out those who are
gentlemen, we are behind time, and so we must go. But not before asking Barrister Evans Fufeli. I'm privy, just as you are, to most of these names. They sound so inconsequential, and so you are wondering. 96, 97 people declared wanted. Would we get anywhere with in 30 seconds?
I think we're laying the blocks. Now, their name is out there in the public. If anybody have useful information about them, they can offer to the police and all that to get them. Because the truth is that they are still going to be put to trial. So declaring them is not enough. And for Nnamdi Kanu, I think that right now, from the interview he delivered, I feel that he is so pained about the fact that some criminals have hijacked the original objective of the IPOB.
Yeah.
And that was what he was addressing. At this point, he has a new job in his hands. If he's free today, the first thing he will do is to go and dismantle that lodge, that whatever it is, the criminals who have taken over and all that. That will be a long-time work for him. So I think he should be released and let him go and sort that out.
Long walk home.
Yes.
Okay. Emeka?
Yeah, I also support.
Are you able to bury it in 30 seconds?
I support it too, and then also the fact that even as you're declaring these people wanted, the military is also carrying out campaigns here and there. So I don't know if they also factored in the possibility that some of these people may have been killed in some of these campaigns. So, but I think the government should really get serious with dealing with these issues.
All right.
These people pass funds. They get funds that are passed through the financial system, through the banks. And yes, a top SSS official mentioned some of these issues in the banking sector to me and said that, please, in the media, help us to put pressure on government to stop the ability of these people to aid the criminals. Even though the CBN governor and finance minister have done something in that direction. But I think it is not enough.
Emeka, I must stop here. So we must wrap the show up, but not before thanking Barrister Ivan Sofeli for your time.
It's my pleasure, sir.
And Emeka Madunagu, many thanks too. Yeah, Defense Headquarters declares Simon Ekpa and 96 others wanted. What strikes you? You think here is the country, if not on the brink of redemption, at least is teetering on the altar of temptation. Can we go out of it? Are we able to surmount this? The coming days will tell. Thank you for your time. I'm out of here until the next time. Bye-bye now. I'm Citizen Jones Hussein. Enterprise TV, a tradition of truth.